Welcome to the review where I talk about. Let's retry that again. Welcome to the Horror Man channel where I talk about movies or horror movies or horror TV shows and roasting and roasting. I'm Jason Jacobs and today I'm gonna be talking about and today we'll be looking at American Horror Story Season 1 or aka Murder House. If you guys have no idea who what is America's Horror let's retry that again. If you guys don't know what is American Horror Story, don't worry, your boy Tristan's here. American Horror Story is a 2011 first season show. Came in 2011 and went explosion in not Midwest, good jeez, in the whole America. American Horror Story talks about the first season. Murder House talks about the Hartman family. They moved to the beautiful murder house. There's gonna be a lot of flashbacks and there's gonna be a lot of good stories. So let's not chat. Let's get to the review. The episode begins with the murder, 1968 or 78. I don't remember. Either 1978 or 68. We see these two twin boys named forgot their names, but we meet now Adelaide. I'm just gonna say her name because she's gonna be important later in the series. But these two boys are break into the house, and then there's creepy music that I can't show because I'm not good at editing, and B, it's copyrighted. Plays. If you know, you know. Fun fact: Murder House was the first thing my mom and my aunt and my grandma watched. My grandma thought it was. She saw Coven. She saw Coven. Thought it was she saw an angel. American Horror Story Coven. Thought it was about to be about an angel. I'm really hoping this is. I really hope. I really hope this is working because I don't want to do this episode. And then they get hooked onto it. Me personally, I like to go in order because I'm not an imbecile. I love you, Grandma. I brought this. And then, one of them's doing Troy. I forgot the other kid's name, but they get killed. They get killed off by this weird bald Voldemort monster with sharp teeth. Then it's a present day and Vivian, who if you like 911, you know she's Abby. Yes, she plays Abby in 911. I was so happy when I saw her because it was so fun. Then she's going to a doctor's appointment about some stuff I'm not going to get into because I don't know what was happening. But then, nope, you can see my cat. Come on. There he is, sorry. Back to the review. But then she comes in the house and, well, her husband, Ben, is doing his patient. This guy is real, dudes. And then Vivian slashes Ben's arm because out of rage, and you can hear young Adelaide's voice saying, "You'll regret it, you'll regret it," and an amazing intro. The reason why I love this so much is because the intro sequence. I can't show it because I don't know how to, but if I can add gifs, this was like American Horror Story Season 1 gif of intro. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not really good at this. But then we meet their child, Violet. And, they're like the perfect happy family. And yes, I'm wearing socks. They're the perfect happy family. And then they meet their dog, Hallie. Say her name is Hallie. Don't know. But not Vivian, Violet, for God's sake, there's so many V's in this show. But Violet doesn't want to be with the family. She smokes, she's a grumpy pants, and she says this one line that actually got to me when I first watched the show. She thinks they call him the Addams family. And then we meet the homeowner. I'm not even try to figure out her name. She's selling them the house. And then and a bunch of other stuff later, we meet Constance. Yes. Her name's Constance. She is the mother of Adelaide. My God, there's so many characters in this goddamn show. Season 5's worse. I didn't even get to finish that season. I might get the four first seasons, and then I'm gonna go watch the other seasons and try to figure it out. My God Almighty, or even try to. But she tells him to sprinkle this piece of wood to get out the evil spirits. She goes to the attic, and one of my favorite suits in the whole entire series, except one character that I'll get into in season 4. The rubber suit, which we find out, I forgot to mention, a gay couple lived there, and they got suicide murdered. And you're gonna figure that out right in episode or the Halloween episode because there's Halloween episodes on all America. But oh yes. Ben wants to get it groovy. If you know what I'm talking about. I'm just joking. Why am I so cringy? I'm so cringy, guys. Yes, I call myself cringy. Okay, you guys don't have to. But Vivian doesn't want to, and then Violet meets this girl. I don't think she has a name. We're gonna call her Girl Burly. She is a punk. Bish. Me and my mom say that too. It's just the word for the B word. She's a bish. Oh, I almost said it. That actually got my heart pumping. My mom. I'm gonna ask my mom if she wants to watch these because it's her favorite show. She loves American Horror Story. But then either she's but then she gets away, and then we meet the maid. Yes, the maid. Who is it? You're gonna find out who I'm there. But Ben sees a younger, hot version of the maid. I always got uncomfortable when I got to see that. I was so uncomfortable. And of course, it's made by Ryan Murphy. If you guys know who he is, he made 911. Went to horror, went to freaking action, drama, sadness. Which sadly I'm not gonna be getting to 911 because there's so many goddamn seasons, and I don't really want to do that. I'm doing 2 shows, guys, and a whole film series franchise. Takes time. Oh. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? But then we meet Tate, my favorite character of this whole goddamn show. And to all my X-Men lovers, he plays Fast Dude. I didn't really care for the X-Men movies, to be honest with you. Didn't really care for them. I watched them. They're really cool, but just didn't really care for them. But back to the show. He is getting interviewed by Ben Harmon. He's a therapist. I can't believe he's still a therapist after sleeping with one of his students. But yes, he has killer thoughts. He likes to kill people that he likes. Psychopath. I hate saying that word, but he's a psychopath. Violet likes to cut herself. Then Violet and Tate talk, and I think Violet's falling in love with him. Then Ben and Vivian get into a fight, and then they do it in a room in the middle of the day. How you can see how comfortable I am. And then Ben meets this other guy. I forgot his name, but when they start talking, we find out that he killed his family. He says he was burned because I can't show a picture, but watch the show if you want to figure it out. I'm sorry if these are not like fully detailed because I don't want to get into every detail. Like I want this video to be an hour long, like I did with the Lucifer video. That's premiering on April 20th. I don't want to make these videos very long. I want to make them pretty short. So let's keep rolling. And then Violet wants to scare the bully girl so she can stop tormenting her. Because, well, she got beat the crap out of her by her friends. Then Tate, we're not gonna know, but Tate dresses up as the Rubber Man, Vivian to. Yeah, I'm uncomfortable talking about this. Basically, Tate does something with Vivian, and then she thought it's Ben, but Ben is trying to touch the fire. No, don't touch the fire. Don't touch the fire. And then a bunch of other stuff happens. And then the burn guy talks to Ben. Blah 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 blah. Then we get then freaking this very 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 awkward scene. I hate those scenes. You know when those scenes like they're awkward, and I'm just like, oh my god, please go away from my show, my face. I'm so cringy, guys. Sometimes I'm cringy. Okay, shut up. And then Adelaide, and then we see the bodies we see the ghosts of these two missing children. This season was confusing as well. Trust me, the other seasons are very confusing. They're very confusing. And then we find out that Vivian's pregnant. So, and then that's the episode. Yeah, there's not a lot of detail on this. Sorry about that. I'm gonna rewatch the show because I missed a lot of key details. Oh right, how can I forget? Tate freaking scarves the girl, the bully girl, and we get the famous noise sequence. I don't know what you call it. That was the why would I do that? But we also in the freaking Voldemort beast dude scratches her, and then Violet turns on the light, and Tate's just sitting there like a little B word he is, like the little a hole he is. I like Tate, because he kind of resembles me in a way. Not a psychopath or anything. I'm just saying that, me and him could be buds. And then we find out that Vivian's pregnant with twins. Yeah. I don't know when we get to find that out, but they're twins. And Penelope's laying on the other couch like a little double. Be where she is. You're so cute. Stop it. But that is it. American Horror Story Season 1, Episode 1 came out and spawned 11 more episodes. Yay! Come join me on this road where I do the whole season. But, okay, that sounded wrong. That sounded really wrong, by the way. Why did I say that? But episode 2 will be coming out soon. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much. My name is The Horrorman. I'm aka The Horrorman channel. I'm Tristan Jenkins, aka The Horrorman channel. And this has been American Horror Story, Season 1, Episode 1, Murder House Pilot. I hope you enjoy the video.